and welcome to Ontario Stacker. If you love silver, you've come to the right place. Is silver a good hedge against inflation? The answer might surprise you. Let's get into it, guys. So, an inflation hedge refers to investments that protect investments from declining purchasing power of your money due to inflation. Right? So everybody realizes inflation is crazy right now. I did a little poll recently, threw it out there, and almost half of you guys are saying you're stacking to protect yourself from inflation. I have to admit, I'm doing the same thing. So, your investments are expected to maintain or increase in value during inflationary cycles, like right now. Is silver doing this for you? I think so. Overall, gold and silver are considered some of the best inflation hedges due to their intrinsic value, historical performance, limited supply, and easy liquidity. They are a safe way to protect your purchasing power from rising prices and economic uncertainty. And there are several reasons why gold and silver are great hedges. Gold and silver both have value that remains stable through economic and political uncertainty. And gold has been a huge part of commerce and a reliable store of value for centuries. They are proven to hold their purchasing power over time. If you're trying to protect your wealth from inflation, they're both excellent choices. That is the main reason I got into stacking silver. You might be asking, why do I have 4 tubes of Canadian maples here? Well, I think everybody should make it a goal, if you're not already there, to get 100 ounces of pure silver, 1 ounce rounds. I know it's a lot, guys. It's, $4,000 Canadian, $3,000 American. I don't care what you buy. But you should set your goal to have at least 100 ounces. If it takes a year, 2 years, it doesn't matter. That's what it looks like, guys, having 100 ounces. It's very important, in my humble opinion, that everybody strive to get at least 100 ounces in their stack. People come up with other numbers. I've heard 40, 50. You can use those goals to get to 100. But 100 ounces, bare minimum, is what everybody should. Like, I remember before I had 100 ounces. I know it's a big mountain to climb if you're not there. I get it. You know what? This is a silver stacking community. We're all here for you. We're trying to give each other advice. We're trying to share the knowledge we've learned stacking. I'm constantly talking to people, trying to get people to get into silver. 100 ounces minimum. Let's try and get it, guys. Like, gold and silver, it ensures that you can still afford the same items over time. Like, inflation is brutal right now, guys. You guys know this. You guys have been to the grocery store. You guys are buying gas. You guys are buying clothes. You guys are buying cars, trucks, everything. It costs more. It's not going away. Like, these last couple of years have taught us anything, that we're not living in the same old hunky-dory world we were living in. Things have changed, and they're not going back to the way they were. It's time to prepare for an uncertain future. CBDCs are coming. You need to get your money out of the system, guys. You can't trust money in the bank. Like, I'm in Canada. You know what happened up here in Canada? Freezing people's bank accounts. That can happen in the States too, just as easily. Money's not safe in a bank account anymore. You need your money out of the system. CBDCs, you're not going to be able to save money. You need physical, tangible money. Put it in a shoebox, put it in a safe, bury it in the backyard, put it in a doghouse, whatever you need to do. You need to start getting some of this, guys. You guys already know us. I'm preaching to the choir. I get it. You guys are stackers. That's why you're watching the show. But there are some new guys out there that are like me when I was just first starting out. I would watch YouTube videos and learn about it. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to share our common knowledge and help everybody out here to get more people into stacking silver. I got off topic there. We're talking about silver, using silver as a hedge, which is a very good idea. Because the value tend to rise when fiat currencies decrease due to inflation. Gold and silver is a great way to protect your wealth. You know, I don't have any gold here. If you're a gold guy, get some gold. It's a little bit harder to get into. It costs so much. Silver is it's a lot easier to get into. So I'm saying, hey, hedge your money, get your money into silver. There are some disadvantages, guys. Like, you're not going to make any interest on this. This isn't collecting interest anywhere. I'm not making dividends on it like a stock. Oh well, I've accepted that. To keep this safe in my own hands, I don't care about interest and dividends. I think the upside of silver is going to be huge within a couple of years. You guys can look into this yourself. There's tons of information out there about astronomical numbers that are in the next 10 years of what silver is going to be worth. That's why I say at least everybody should have at least 100 ounces. Even if you don't believe the hype and you just don't, why not have at least 100 ounces in it? If it goes to $100 an ounce or more, you're doing all right. And a $3,000-$4,000 investment, it's a no-brainer. So one of the other disadvantages of silver is, I've touched on it before in a previous video, is the price of it's heavily manipulated by the big banks and the Federal Reserve, and they've been playing with these prices for years, but they aren't going to be able to suppress this forever. They're letting all the big guys get in there, get as much of this silver as possible, and eventually the roof is going to blow off on this. So, and the other disadvantage is you actually have to store this stuff. You know, you have to worry about somebody stealing it from you. It gets heavy. You get a lot of it. You're not going to be just carrying it around, and you have to prepare to not let anybody steal it. But that's a small price to pay. Like even with all these disadvantages I just told you, I think there's never been a more important time in history to move into gold and silver. Inflation, interest rates, US dollar, petrodollar status being challenged by the BRICS nations, and they're soon to be dollar backed by the gold. Like BRICS, guys, you got that's a whole series of episodes right there. The Chinese and Russians are definitely planning on taking over as being the world superpower. It's just the way it is. China, definitely. They're working against us. I say us, Canadians and Americans, we're brothers, guys. We're tied. There's no separation here, guys. Like, forget the hype. Canadians and Americans are brothers. Our futures are tied completely. So, I think everybody watching this video knows why they should be stacking gold and silver. So, congratulations on being one of the smart ones, guys. Gold and silver is going to protect you and your family into the future. Please, guys, continue stacking. I know, like I said earlier, I was preaching to the choir. You guys know this. We all know this. Keep on stacking, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Have a great day. God bless. Ontario Stacker out.